I think that what she said was essentially not much, and perhaps the market went up because it was going to go up anyway. I mean, to me, the substantive fact about the Fed is that it has been involved in the greatest protracted experiment in price control in modern times. Interest rates are prices. They have been suppressed and manipulated and generally federally manhandled. And the consequences of the distortion of these critical prices called interest rates, these distortions are at every hand. But we can't know the final consequences, but we can be pretty sure they will not be wholesome. And to me, this virus of radical monetary policy is now coursing through the political bloodstream. There's no going back, at least not for the medium term. The world has come to expect that central banks will be there in force in unprecedented ways with the greatest improvisations come times of trouble. There will be times of trouble coming up, of course, there always are. There will be a bear market at some point. There'll be a recession at some point. So what then? What do they do then? That, right, to me is quite apart from what the chair did or did not say today, and I think she did not say much. Those to me are the overriding important questions.
Do you think that one reason rates have stayed low, even on the long end and throughout the whole spectrum, is because there's just been a structural increase globally in demand for these products? Does it even reflect fundamentals anymore?
There's been a structural shift, of course, in central bank policy. I think the other day, maybe perhaps it was yesterday, Portugal, the sovereign debt of Portugal, temporarily traded more cheaply than did the United States Treasuries. Now, Portugal is a fine country, but it's not necessarily a more creditworthy country than this one. And I think what you're seeing the world over, these distortions wrought by central bank policies and the expectations thereof. I read in the new Merrill Lynch a great a picture book called the Longest Picture. It's a great chart book of long, drawn-out financial trends. And from this book, I learned that 83% of the world's stock market capitalization is under the shadow of 0% interest rates. Wow. And something in excess of $4 trillion of sovereign debt yields nothing or a little less. So, we can't know exactly what valuations would be in the absence of these most extraordinary interventions, but I think we would have a very different financial landscape